Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day. My name is Muhammad Fidas bin Muhammad Rosilia. I am from Group 19. So today I am going to present Engineering Economy Project that entitled to Green Community Housing Project. Our lecturer for this semester is Dr. Roslinda binti Ali and Dr. Nur Hazrin binti Abdul Hamid. Our group member consists of 5 students. Firstly, Marcus Chakawa. Next, Lai Jianfeng. Third, Lingeswaran. Fourth, Lee Sin Sean. And lastly, myself, Muhammad Firdaus. Okay, for introduction part, our project is located at the Sarakai, Sarawak. It provides affordable, sustainable housing to address urbanization and environmental challenges in Malaysia. The social benefit is target low-income communities with affordable, energy-efficient homes to lower living costs. Next, promote eco-friendly practices through community engagement, waste segregation, and sustainable lifestyle. And lastly, offer green spaces, public transport, and community facilities to enhance social cohesion and well-being. So this is some brief of our project information. So it is located at the Sarakai Land District at Sarawak. Area base is approximately about 50 acres that consist about 150 unit houses. So the total cost estimated is about to be 48 million 39,020 ringgit. So this is our architecture plan layout that consists of corner lot, intermediate lot and outlot. So this is our site plan layout that located at the Saraga, Sarawak. It is consists of the 653,000 square feet.
Okay, my name is Marcus, and now I will present about the project scope of our green housing communities. The first one is purpose. Our purpose is to develop an affordable, eco-friendly communities for low-income people and align with Malaysia's sustainability goals. The next one is our building method. So we will apply IBS, industrialized building systems, such as precast concrete panels and also modular components to reduce waste and shorten the project timeline. And the third one is our cost estimation. So in this project, we will list out the cost estimation of construction and determine the cash flow and finance status for future planning. And the last one is our design and planning. So our design is including green spaces and pedestrian pathways to boost the community interaction and reduce the vehicle use. Okay, as we can see in this table is the WBS of total estimation cost. So the total estimation cost for this project will be set as 48 million ringgit. And for the land purchase, the price at IM20 ringgit per square feet is based on the 2023 to 2025 semi-rural Sarawak market rate, which is fulfilled with our land square feet, which is 653 square feet. And the next one is the excavation. The excavation will be set as 500 cubic meters per unit at IM 30 ringgit per cubic meter for 150 units. And our site clearing will be estimated at 5,000 per acre plus 500 per unit for localized clearing. So this is the revenue generation potential of our project. So if we rent 50 homes and we rent it at 500 per month, so the total will be per year will be 300,000 per year, and plus we can also receive 50 ringgits per month for home maintenance. And if we sell 100 homes, and we will sold at 150,000 each in 2026, and there will be 15 millions per year with subsidies making it cheaper than the market rate. So in our project, we will save 100 ringgit per month for a home on electricities. For example, solar panels, because we have solar panels and LED, plus 50 ringgits on water, which is rainwater systems. So total we will save is 270,000 per year for all 150 homes. And this is our money plan From 2026 to 2035, the total cost will be 48.6 million to start. So at year one, we will earn approximately earn 15.6 millions and spend 90,000 on maintenance, leaving a 33.4 million deficit. Later the year, we will earn about 611,000 per year and spend 91,000, making 520,000 profit yearly.
My name is Nigel Fong. For my part, I'm going to present the financing option and resources. To successfully implement the green community housing project in Sirikei, we need a well-diversified financing approach to support the 48 million RM ringgit million development costs, and the project focus on sustainability through green technologies like solar panels and rainwater harvesting, which come with high upfront costs but offer long-term savings. To manage financial risks, we propose blended financing, combining private investment, government support, and green financing tools. Instruments like green bonds and consensual loans supported by international organizations like the World Bank can help fund this climate resilient development effectively. And this approach has already shown success in Malaysia housing sector. Financing. The equity financing option offers strong potential for the green community housing project due to its environmental and social impact. Investors today are increasing focus on ESG principles, which make this project attractive to private equity and venture capital. Corporations aiming for carbon neutrality or strong CSR reputation may also fund the project in return for branding or environmental credits. Additionally, investors who seek both profit and positive outcomes may be interested, especially through share equity models tied to sales or rental. Debt financing. For the debt financing is another viable option for the green community housing project, with income projected from house sales, rentals, and utility savings. The project can manage structural loan repayment, and in Southeast Asia, green and sustainability linked loans are gaining traction, offering lower interest rates and flexible terms, ideal for environmentally responsible projects. Green credits policy, as highlighted by Zhang, are becoming crucial for low carbon developments, aligning well with Malaysian national strategy for green growth and resilient infrastructure. Green bonds. The Green Community Housing Project is highly eligible for green bonds financing due to its key sustainable features like solar PV, LED lighting, smart energy, and rainwater harvesting. Green bonds are fixed income tools specifically meant to fund environmentally sustainable projects and are popular amongst long-term institutional investors seeking both impact and returns. They also increase project transparency through mandatory reporting. In Malaysia, the SRI Suku framework facilitates such instrument, making green bond a low-risk and long-tenor option that can complement both private and public funding. Government grants and subsidies. The Malaysian government provides various incentives that can support the green community housing project in Sirikei. Under GTSF 4.0, projects that incorporate renewable energy and energy-efficient technologies can benefit from subsidies, interest rates, and up to 60% loan guarantees. Additionally, Sarawak-based programs like the Housing Development Corporation and the My Home scheme help low-income families access quality housing, and the government subsidies are crucial, especially in semi-rural areas. And this also in initiative align well with the 12th Malaysia Plan, which promotes low carbon, climate resilient infrastructure. Public-private partnership. The public-private partnership offer a strong financing model for the Sirikei housing project. Under this approach, the government can contribute resources like rent or tax incentive, while the private sector handles construction and operation. As not by Ismail, PPP in Malaysia have successfully reduced public spending and promoted risk sharing, especially in housing. And for Serike, rental income from commercial space can provide consistent returns to investors and making PPPs a sustainable and attractive solution.
Good day to my lecturer, Dr. Noor Hazrin binti Abdul Hamid, and also TS Dr. Ruslinda binti Ali. My name is Lingishwan son of New Zealand, metric number CN220321. So I'm going to present about financial feasibility and risk assessment. Okay, next slide, I'm going to present about cost-benefit analysis. So the CBA evaluates the cost versus benefit of a project to aid decision-making applicable in both government and corporate contexts. They helps assess project feasibility and strategies like decarbonization across industries. This is the table for our green housing project. It contains the component of project life, discount rate, initial investment, annual benefit, rental, utility, lease, and carbon, and the values were given. So on this slide, I'm going to talk about the calculation of our green housing project. So we will use three type of formula. First formula is capital recovery formula, where we have to find the value of CR. So I have to input the value of P, capital I, or also small I, and also the coefficient of N. And then moving on to the next formula is conventional BC ratio formula. So I have to find the BCU ratio, and after I get the BC ratio, I have to modify the BC ratio using this formula. BC B over C is equals to AWB minus AWONM divided by CI. So I get a value of 0.07. Next slide is about the ROI calculation. So the value I obtained from the ROI calculation is 11.95%. So basically what we can conclude here is the project yields on an ROI of 11.95% over 10 years based on the sales, rental, savings, and leasing income. A high ROI indicates a strong financial performance under typical investment metrics. ROI alone is insufficient to measure the success of public or government-funded projects. Broader impacts like social welfare, sustainability, and policy alignment are essential in justifying such projects. In this slide, I'm going to talk about the break-even analysis. So this graph is obtained from the sum of VC and FC, which will give the value of DC. So this DC graph concludes that the project will develop 150 affordable and sustainable housing units over 10 years. It requires a total budget of 48,039,020. There is a financial shortfall in funding the project. The project offers high social and environmental benefits such as government support, private tenders, community involvement, and etc. Next slide, I'm going to talk about the risk assessment. The project is capital intensive and long-term, requiring strong risk mitigation to ensure feasibility and sustainability. Market demand risk arises if all 100 units cannot be sold or the remaining rented out as assumed. So construction cost overrun is a major threat due to rising material prices, labor shortage, or project delays. Financing and interest rate risk threaten the project's liquidity due to reliance on 50% debt financing. Government grants and policy changes are crucial, and any disruption could affect the project's financial viability. Lastly, I'm going to talk about our project cash flow diagram. This is our cash flow diagram. So this cash flow diagram illustrates the financial structure of the green community housing project. At year zero, there is a major capital outflow of 48,039,020 for land purchase, construction, infrastructure, and green technology. In year one, the project earns 15.57 million ringgit from selling 100 housing units and additional 574,000 annually from year 2 to 10 through recurring income sources like rentals, utility savings, leasing, and carbon credits. A 5% discount rate is used to calculate the present value of future earnings, reflecting the time value of money. That's all from me. Thank you.
Here is the part of financing structure and cash flow model. So this is the part of capital stack. There is consists of 50% debt, which include precast and construction, and 24% owner equity, which consists land purchase, permits, EIA assessment, tender and other approval, and 16% equity held by private investor, which is remaining land cost and soft cost contribution. And lastly, 10% equity by government grants, which include GPI certification, solar panel, LED, green tech, smart feature, and others. Next, this is the part of financing structure and cash flow model for administration and marketing cash flow. So for administration, the overall total cost is 1.12 million ringgit. For marketing, it's zero because we didn't do a promotion for our project. So this is the part of operation cash flow. The overall total cost that we get is 2.62 million. The purpose of cash flow statement is used to analyze and balance incoming and outgoing cash during the life of a project. The second one is monitoring the inflow and outflow of money through sales, rental income, saving, grant, etc., and through construction, operation, loan repayment, and maintenance during a specific period. Lastly, the purpose is outlined in marketing practitioner in regards to cash flow, which include the situational analysis as per assessment and budgeting on the basis of accounting program. So this is the cash inflow for our project. So based on this table, we can see that the government grant that we get is 2.0 million. And for private investment, which is 10% project capital that we get is 0.25 million ringgit. For bank loan to be repaid in year 3 to 5 is zero point 0.3 ringgit. For green technology financing incentive, which is GTFS, that we get is 62,500 ringgit. For revenue from house unit sales that we get is 0.2 million. And lastly, the miscellaneous revenue that we get is 0.1 million. So the total cash inflow that we get is 2.64 million in ringgit Malaysia. So this is the part of cash outflow. The administration expenditure that we get is 1.12 million, and marketing expenditure that we get is zero because we didn't do the promotion. And for operation expenditure that we get is 2.62 million. The overall total cash outflow that we get is 3.74 million in ringgit Malaysia. So this is the part of profit and loss for our project. So based on this table, we can see that the sales is 0.2 million in ringgit Malaysia. For purchase for raw material and system is 5.47 in ringgit Malaysia. And the total cost of sales after we calculate is 5.47 million in ringgit Malaysia. So for the part of gross profit that we get is administration expenses that we spend is 1.12 billion in ringgit Malaysia, and the total of gross profit also 1.12 million in ringgit Malaysia. So to calculate it, the net profit before tax that we get is 4.55 million in ringgit Malaysia.
So in the conclusion, the project demonstrates return on investment, which is ROI, is about 11.95% and yields considerable non-monetary benefits that contribute toward national sustainability goals, despite having a technical challenge as presented in benefit cost ratio, which is below 1.0 and break-even analysis. Through a combination of financing plan in the form of debt 50%, equity 40%, and government grant 10%. The project is under the backing of Malaysia's Green Technology Financing Scheme, which is GTFS. The project gained useful non-financial contribution through solving the affordability of housing, reducing carbon emissions, and promoting green living in a semi-rural environment. It serves a practical way within the framework of the 12th Malaysia Plan. In conclusion, the Green Community Housing Project stands a strategic investment in Malaysia's future, demonstrating that sustainable construction can be both socially transformative and economically when supported by innovative financing and inclusive framework. At the end of our presentation, I would like to thank both of our lecturers that give us opportunity to participate in this project. Thank you very much.